One of the things I really like that we are focusing on in the beginning class with the kids is working on how well we communicate with each other as actors and working together in a scene and building a story, working toward a conflict and then a resolution. It's been really fun to watch how smart these kids actually are. And I think that a lot of these really good ideas are there. They just don't know how to get them out. They don't know how to put them on the stage. And so I'm really fortunate because I feel like I'm giving them the tools they need to get the things out of their imagination and to interact with one another. And the stuff they're coming up with is really, really funny and really brilliant. The adult classes are really fun because they're more focused on performance itself. While that's obviously a aspect of the kid class, we're really focusing in the kid class on having fun and working well with one another, but the older class is what are the actual logistics and dynamics of performance. In the intermediate class and the advanced class, we're working on building audition material, making sure that you have a good monologue ready to take to an audition. We're filming the performances so that an actor can actually watch what they're doing, which I think is really important. Our face is a major tool in what actors do. And so I think it's nice that they can take that footage home and they can review it and they can watch all the subtle nuances of what they're doing so they can continue to hone their acting skills. I think in the first day of the youth acting class, there was a lot of hesitancy. You know, there's a lot of the kids are looking around and they don't want to be embarrassed. You know, at a certain age, you don't want to look silly and you don't want to feel silly. And so my job in that first day was to try to break those walls down and celebrate silliness and to let them know that not only is being silly okay, it's also good and it's fun. And it didn't take long for them to get that, you know, and trying to instill in them that I want them to trust each other and to communicate with each other. We always end each class with each student talking about something they liked that the other students did. And I think that's another thing that is not encouraged enough for kids, is to make positive observations about their peers. And so it's something that they're now used to, and I think they're now looking for it in each class, which is really cool. And they want to do good for one another now. It's not so much the kids want to get better at the scenes for their own benefit. It's definitely feels like a team, which is really exciting. And that's what theater is all about, is knowing how to work as a team. The Roseville Theater Arts Academy is about creating skill sets from the ground up, working with younger actors and making them understand the importance of positive and successful communication between themselves and other actors. It's not about being famous. It's not about getting on Broadway. That's not the focus of RTAA. It's good acting and teamwork. Teamwork is essential in a good production, and it's even more important in the world of improvisation. And the fact that these kids, you know, from 10 to 15 are learning how to interact with one another and support each other while creating stories, I don't think there's anything more exciting than that. The biggest takeaway I believe actors are taking from this class is improvisation is a tool to refine your acting and to keep it sharp. It's not just a fun thing to do, although it is very fun. It really is a rehearsal technique to make sure that you are keeping a evolved mind, that you are staying positive, that you are not denying what's happening on stage. If you are doing scripted work and something wrong happens in the middle of the show, I think so many actors feel, okay, something bad has happened. I have no idea what to do. It's not in the script. We never rehearsed this. And they kind of freeze up. And I think that performance in general is contained. And you have to be open to evolving a moment, even in scripted work, because you could go into that show that night ready to do that emotional scene, and you're not emotional. You feel committed to the character and you feel committed to the plot and the other actors, but for some reason, sadness is not coming up. Instead, anger is. And what I think improvisation can really teach an actor is how to take advantage of that anger and now take that scene in a new direction. And if your other actors on stage with you are also open and ready to evolve with you, this suddenly becomes a really powerful new discovery in front of a live audience in scripted work. That's the beauty of improvisation, and that's the beauty of an actor having improv as a strong skill set, is learning about that openness and learning about that going with the flow kind of attitude.